Hi everybody, I'm back again with another Hot Toys figure video. This time it's the actual Winter Soldier from the Captain America 2 movie. So as usual, I'll give you a head to toe look at the figure, show you his accessories. I'm not going to do any posing with this figure. If you want to see that, then check out a few other people's videos. You are a bit restricted with the posing on this guy as well because of the clothing. And then I'll show you him fully assembled with all his equipment on, and I'll give you a 360 view of the figure as well. So without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. Sorry, it's a little bit dark in here today, but if I switch the light on the camera, it'll just get a lot of glare off the clothing and it won't be as good. As I said, I will do a 360 so you can see around the back of him later on in the video. So accessory wise, he comes with the normal generic stand you see with most Hot Toys figures. Here in the background is the box. I'm not going to show you the insides and all that of the box. So before we move on to the figure, let's just move him out of the way for a moment. We will do the accessories. As you can see, it comes with quite a lot of accessories. He comes with 9 hands. On the figure itself are the 2 fisted hands. The left hand side is always going to have a gloved hand, and the right hand side is always going to be ungloved. So the hands that he comes with are just as normal standard trigger hand, and the other hands are used for holding various weapons. See, this one's slightly fisted, but it can be used for holding a knife or something else. And then you've got this hand, which was just thrown in the box because it's obviously something they forgot to put in. I think they all come like this. This is the normal open palmed aggressive hand. Then he comes with the 3 extra gloved hands, again all used for holding various weapons. Nicely detailed, as Hot Toys usually are with their hands. And finally, this one. So you do have quite a few sort of posing options really. It comes with these spare little buttons, because a lot of people have had trouble with the little buttons on the suit, which you'll see later when I show you the figure. They do come off and can get lost. Mine haven't, luckily, at the moment. And you've got 2 spare hand pegs, one black, one pink, obviously for left and right. Comes with these 2 grenades, which you can put on the figure, or you can actually put one inside the gun, which I will show you when I get to the gun. Again, nicely painted. He's got these 3 sort of daggers, which you can obviously either hold in his hand or put on the figure itself. Here you have his Uzi. That bit comes up. Just trying to get it to focus here. Can never understand why cameras always focus on stuff in the background. There we go. And the clip does come out, if I can do it one-handed without breaking it. Here we go. Showing you the bullet in the end. Leave that there. He also comes with this handgun. Again, nicely detailed. Does cock back, and again the clip does come out. You've seen it all before, standard sort of fare with Hot Toys. It's also got these 2 little weapons, 2 little guns. Can't actually remember these in the film. It's been a while since I've watched it. Let's put it down here, you might be able to see it a bit better. And this does fit onto the belt of the figure. Again, you'll see that later. And he's got this small little handgun, which does open up. Showing 4 little barrels. Then we have this weapon. The sight comes up and down. The stock moves in and out. And you can take out the disc, the bomb disc, if you wish. Let's just get this into focus so you can have a good look at it. Again, really nicely detailed. And finally, his out of the weapons anyway, his other weapon. Again, the stock does move in and out. The clip will come out as well. And this bit does pump in and out, and that in there is where you can actually put one of the little grenades. So I'll do that now just to show you that it does go in. Just take the grenade, pop it in, slide it back. So it does go in, so you have that option of showing it. So I'll just hold things steady now so you can get a good look at the weapon. Again, very nice detail. Would have been nice if they put a few scratches on it to show wear and tear. Another accessory it comes with are his goggles, which I will show you on the figure a bit later. You can only put these on this head sculpt. And then you've got the alternate head sculpt, which is this one, the masked version, which is probably how I'm going to show him. Really nicely detailed, nice layering on the hair, sort of highlights in there, so it's not all painted one colour. So I will attempt to show you with this on a bit later on. Really nice paint apps, nice detail. Brilliant job by Hot Toys. The hair sculpt bit doesn't come off like it does on the other head, but I'll show you that later. Okay, so that's all the accessories that he comes with, and obviously here's his instruction sheet. So I'll pause the video now, take all this off and show you the figure. Bear with me. Okay, and on to the figure itself. One thing I've noticed about it is this arm. It sticks out, as you can see, it's angled out, whereas this one goes in nicely. There's nothing you can do about that. So that's one little gripe I have with this figure, but that's probably about the only gripe I've got. These are the little buttons that I showed you the spares of. They are quite, the glue isn't very strong on them, so they will come off. As you can see, that one there looks like it might be starting to come off. But if you lose them, say just glue the spare one back on, it's not a problem. So we'll look at the head sculpt first. This is how he comes in the box. It's obviously the unmasked version, with the nice paintwork around the eyes. Really great paint apps on this. Both head sculpts look brilliant on the figure, but I just prefer the masked look. But I think a lot of people will stick with this one. The clothing is like a leathery type material, so it's quite stiff, quite tight, so you are limited to posing this guy really. It's more of a static sort of stance is what you're going to get with this. Nicely sort of cloth belts and straps with all the buckles and the things like that on it. It's got the fabric type trousers, slightly sort of weathered look to them, not much though, so they skimped on that a little bit, could have weathered them up a bit more. Nice pocket detail. It's got the plastic knee pads. And moving on down to these awesome boots. Again, it would have been nice if they weathered these up a bit more. So before we move around to the back of the figure, let's take a look at his arm. This is plastic. This is quite movable actually compared to the other arm, obviously because it's got no material over it. So you're going to get quite a nice bit of movement on this. Nice paint decals on the shoulder there. A lot of people are saying maybe they could have done it die cast. I'm not too bothered about that really. I mean, it looks metal the way they painted it, so I don't have an issue with it really, but it is nice. And it's one of those newer joints which sort of moves up and down on the shoulder a little bit. It's quite stiff when you first take it out of the box, but it will bend quite nicely. Moving on round to the back. This is where obviously his knives go and other various bits of equipment, but you'll see that a bit later on in the video when I put it on. Again, you've got the leathery sort of feel on the back. Fabric belt. You can see a little bit more of the weathered sort of bits on the trousers there. I'm no expert at talking about clothes. If you want to see some really good videos on someone explaining the clothing a lot better, then check out Xenomorph. There's his belt, his holster for his little weapons, which I will show you later. So on to the head. So this is the, say, as it comes out of the box. You can have the masked version or the goggles on. All you do, if I can get this right, actually I've got it wrong. This is the head that you can't put the mask on. The goggles, I got it wrong earlier. The goggles actually go on the other head, so sorry about that. I will show you that now. I'll just pause the video. So here's the head pulled apart. I really should check my figures first before I do the videos. So you just pull the hair straight off, and if you notice, you've got a little hole there and another one on the other side, and that is so that you can put this on. It shows you can't put it on the wrong way. You've got the little lugs. Maybe down here you might be able to see a bit better. Little lugs there, they just fit in. So I'll pause the video, and when we come back you'll see their face with this on. Okay, this is the look with the goggles on. So this is the look that I'm going to go with. Nice tight fit, really does look good. And I will now place this on the figure so you can see what it looks like. I'll just give you another look at what the figure looks like with this head sculpt on. So they're both really nice head sculpts. I think, as I said earlier, I think a lot of people prefer this sort of head sculpt. So I'll pause it now and put the head on and show you what it looks like with this one on. Okay, here he is with the other head sculpt on, and can I say that was officially a bitch to put on. Really tight. But say, it does look good with it on. It's more menacing like that, which is why I'm going to stick with it. I will mess about with the collar a little bit more, just to make it look a bit better. But that was really nasty to get on. So when we come back, I will show you the figure with all of his accessories on. See you in a bit. Okay, here he is with all his accessories on. I'll just show you where they go. And this side, you can see his two smaller pistols just clipped in with the knife, and you can see up here is where one of his bombs goes. Moving on round to the back, got the two knives put in the back there, and the Uzi clipped in. You just see under his arm is the other bomb, and round on this leg is the pistol. Now this is a bit loose, this does keep falling out, so beware of that. I would have liked to have had a relaxed hand for this side, but never mind. And there's the gun in his hand, so it fits in there quite nicely. The only thing is you might have to just move this about a little bit because it shows too much of his peg underneath. I'll sort that out before I put it in the detail. But yeah, there you go. There's the Winter Soldier. Really nice figure. A lot of people are passing on it. I can see why in a certain way. It's not one of the figures really that how can I put it? It's difficult to say. It's not a talking point figure, as it were. It's not, doesn't give you the wow factor. Yeah, it comes with quite a few accessories. The clothing is very good. So you've got an issue with the articulation, mainly on this arm. But other than that, pretty good. A little bit restricted on the waist, is on the groin as well, because it's quite tight. But I'll keep quiet now and give you a 360. Still haven't got a battery for this turntable. I will pose it up a little bit better when I put him in the detail. I just wanted to show you him with all his equipment on. So things that they've missed on. I would have liked, as I said, an open palmed hand for this side, and maybe one for holding a gun as well. So you can actually show him with both of his guns in his hands, but can't have it all. So yeah, there you go, there's the Winter Soldier. Just a very quick sort of look at the figure. And how would I rate him? Out of 10, I would say probably about a 7 for me. Out of 10, it's a figure that I will keep. The next few videos that will be coming up will be the Heartbreaker Iron Man suit. I will be doing the Tony Stark one. I keep promising to do it next and I never get around to doing it, but I will be doing the Tony Stark workshop version figure with the extra accessories that I bought. And I believe my Alfred Pennyworth and Bruce Wayne will be with me very soon. So that could be another video that could be set up, done before Christmas. And then obviously it'll be my end of year video, which I'll do of all my figures. I've just sold my baby doll figure, got rid of her, and I will be getting rid of possibly my Lieutenant Jim Gordon. And there's another possibility that Jack Sparrow and Angelica will be going as well. So it's just something I'm thinking about at the moment. So as always, thanks for watching. Sorry this video wasn't up to high quality standard. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.